Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the week of, or no, this is for August. Just kidding. August 2022. We're just going to jump right in here, Taurus, and we are going to see what is going on for you at this time. It's pretty interesting that you have this new moon in Scorpio card with this bat card. Both cards can represent kind of like just like the death card, like some sort of transformation or letting go of something. And I do kind of get more of that letting go type of energy here. That's the best way I could say it. So clearly I feel some of you are kind of letting go of something in your life. I don't know. Look, your outcome looks amazing to me. It's funny, this is another one of those decks I dropped the other day. So some of the cards are kind of reversed. I don't read reversals, but the King of Pentacles did come up in reverse. And I feel like some of you, it's kind of like, I actually don't really feel it's a bad thing. I do feel that you feel a little bit upside down here, and not like upside down. Some people say that meaning like they don't have money or something like that, right? I just feel a little bit out of place, but it's not so bad, is what I'll say to you. You start out with this unicorn card. It says purity on it. It's interesting as well that a lot of people I've been reading for lately have been getting these messages. Literally, I mean, there are several cards in all these decks that I use that represent like purity or kind of having pure intentions. Even the tarot, there are several cards like the Fool, for example. He's holding a white rose. Pretty much any card that has a white rose on it, like the Death card as well. The white rose represents purity in the tarot. And so the message of purity, I feel, is talking about like the purity of our intentions. But it's like, are we doing things because we actually want to do them? I mean, I'm cheating if we look at the astrology. To me, just looking at the astrology, I feel like there's tons of stuff in the astrology that says, are you doing things because you actually want to do them, or because, someone told you that you have to do them, or because society makes you feel that way, right? This could be in like love. It could be in business as well, or any other area of our life. And, if we kind of move towards things with pure intentions because we want to do them, whatever they are, whether it's, wanting love, or maybe you don't want love, maybe you want a business, right? So move towards the business. And, that's what I feel like this is kind of saying. You have the Hierophant, the Eight of Swords, and the King of Cups. A lot of cards that represent you showing up in this reading. The Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune, you show up in the bottom left-hand corner. I'll show you in a minute on the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Pentacles. So right off the bat, you show up here a bunch of times. And I kind of feel this is putting you in a position of power and strength. I also feel that this kind of ties in with the whole purity message. I feel like you are just coming in your pure form in this reading, and you're able to maybe attract the things you want, or you're just showing up in a strong position. You have the Eight of Swords, which is self-imposed restriction. I feel a lot of people are feeling restricted for obvious reasons, but what I would say is that this is showing up in your past position, and everything after this is amazing. You have the Ten of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, if I didn't say that already. These are all very, very good cards, so I do feel that things are improving where maybe once you have felt stuck in your life, or just in life in general. And a lot of people, again, in last week, whatever, I don't remember. I don't even know what week this is. I think a lot of people in the week of the 25th, maybe. I think Monday is the 25th, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of the readings were kind of a little bit more positive, I would say, than they have been, and moving in the right direction. Not so stuck feeling. And this, for this month, for you, for August, definitely looks good. But I think it could be starting this week, like the week of the 25th. You start off with you also have the King of Cups, I should say. I do feel for some of you that this is talking about your emotions. Everybody has had the King of Cups or the Queen of Cups like multiple times over the past couple weeks since that Cancer moon that we just had. And I do feel that we are kind of being guided by our emotions at this time. I also feel like it's super important that we do allow our emotions to guide us. So it's like if you have certain feelings about certain things, I would listen. It's almost like it's saying listen to your emotions, or listen to how you feel. Also an amazing card, by the way, for travel or moving, or going somewhere. There's this boat in like right by my finger there, and the boat on the King of Cups kind of represents adventure. It's more kind of, it's not so much just like being on a boat. it's more about going somewhere where you've never been before. So it's kind of like it kind of talks about his adventurous side. You have this new moon in Scorpio. It says work through your fears, and you also have this bat card. The bat kind of represents like death and rebirth in this deck. So I definitely feel, and same thing with, Scorpio also represents like death and rebirth. So I do feel you could be going through a major transformation, kind of like everybody else. I mean, everybody really has been going through some major transformative energy, but I kind of feel for you, it's a big transformation that you're experiencing. I do feel that pretty much on the other side of your fears is going to be a lot of success. I feel like that's true for everyone. I've been encouraging everyone to, I'm not talking about facing fears as in, doing something dangerous, but if there's a fear that will probably improve your life, like, public speaking, or, doing a YouTube video if you want to have a YouTube channel, or talking to a person in love if you want to have love, things like that. Those are the fears that we're talking about here. Because, look, this is, I feel like this is the result. The 10 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, and 8 of Wands. Are you kidding me? That is amazing. 10 of Cups is fortune after difficulty, happiness. It's a card of happy home, happy family. And I definitely feel that there could be a very strong connection, by the way, coming in for those of you that want love. I feel like it could be a new person, mostly because you have the Hierophant, 10 of Cups, and then right next to it you have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is kind of like my card of definitely a new person coming in love, if you want love. If you don't want love, then I feel this is just kind of like this transformation leading to a new beginning that allows you to have your 10 of Cups, whatever it is for you. A lot of independent energy floating around right now as well. A ton of people have been getting the 9 of Pentacles or the Empress. She's basically like pre-Empress energy. And, so pretty much everyone's been getting these cards as well. I feel that the universe is just trying to get us to be independent, just being able to take care of yourself. There's really nothing wrong with being able to take care of yourself and heal yourself and all that other stuff. But what I would say is that 9 of Pentacles is really what like Taurus would love. Like if there was an energy in the cards that you would totally love, 9 of Pentacles is definitely one of those cards, because 9 of Pentacles is like a card of gratitude and luxuries and nicer things. And Taurus is known for nicer things, right? Like wanting the nicer things, wanting to create nicer things in life. Also kind of a card of, having like more luxury experiences. These don't literally have to be like expensive. I think sometimes people think like expensive when I say that. It doesn't mean expensive, but just like things that you really value, because Taurus is all about values. And so I feel like you're, as I say all the time, I feel like you are moving towards valuable experiences. And I really encourage everyone at this time as well, even if you don't have the money necessarily to do the things that you really want to do. Again, I keep encouraging people to do the things that you can do that you value, no matter how small they are. The more you do those things that you value, the more value you're going to be attracting into your life. So you're going to eventually get your way to things like maybe there are some, experiences you would like to have that cost a lot of money. But again, if you soak up in that energy, which I definitely encourage you to do based off your astrology, no matter how small it is that you start, eventually you will get to those experiences, and probably a lot quicker than you think. You have the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is quick success, a quick conclusion, definitely some good energy here with the 8 of Wands. I feel there's a lot of success for you. A lot of movement here. Again, if you're moving or traveling, these are all, you have a lot of good cards for moving, traveling, all that other good stuff. But I also feel like a conclusion here. You have that bat spirit, again, the new moon in Scorpio. You have this 8 of Wands. These can all represent kind of like conclusions, something coming to an end, so that you can have a new beginning. But it's not like this is this is definitely not a difficult ending. I feel like this is, just you making space for something much better in your life. The other thing I would say is I feel like that this is the right thing. I would trust your feelings at this time. Again, I keep telling people, I just told someone else that it's like I've really been trying to trust my feelings more, lately, because like, even the other day, it might sound silly, but it's like I was supposed to have fiber internet installed here in my new place, but they would have had to drill through the wall and like all this stuff. It just kind of felt weird to me, so I wasn't sure if I was going to do it. I was asking my brother if we should do it and like all this other stuff. And eventually I just said, no, okay, we're not going to do it, right? And I felt so much better. So it might sound stupid, but, again, I feel like this deep knowing card is saying, trust those things, those knowing things. And, the funny thing is that I went and I read a bunch of reviews after that, and they were all like terrible for this fiber company. So maybe it was a good thing that I didn't do it. But what I would say here is definitely trust your feelings. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Pentacles. I do feel new love on this for some reason. So I do feel there could be a new person coming in for you. It definitely could be a fellow earth sign or someone who is very earthy, grounded type of energy. I feel like it's someone who's kind of like more of a student. And, I get that student vibe. And I'm not saying this person is in school either, Taurus. But what I am saying is I feel like this is like the type of person who is like a lifelong learner, someone who is always trying to educate themselves, someone who is always like learning, growing, expanding, that type of person. So I feel like that's what you could be kind of attracting into your life with this Page of Pentacles if you are looking for love. Next, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So, excuse me. Major change in your fortunes with the Wheel of Fortune, and I do feel like things are kind of turning in your favor. Again, you show up right here on the Wheel of Fortune, so more of your energy. I kind of get the feeling of you, without even clarifying, I have a feeling that when we do clarify that there's going to be a lot of stuff about kind of taking control of your destiny with that Wheel of Fortune. And here you are, again, King of Pentacles, definitely kind of creating more stability in your life. And that's what I'm getting so far. All right, let's clarify this. Let's see what we get for you here, Taurus. That was terrible. I'm a total rookie now that I've been moving and traveling and all this other stuff, right? But let's see what we get for you here, Taurus. Here you go, with the Hierophant, exactly what I was saying. You have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is that card of like bathing and soaking up in energy, like really living in energy of something that you want. So like I was saying, if there are certain things that you value and maybe you can't necessarily have those things, I would start small. It doesn't matter how small it is, right? I feel like if you start small, you're going to grow into having the experiences that you want. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is conflict. It's a card of conflict, card of a separation, but really, it's a card of needing to take a risk. And I kind of feel that energy for you here. We were talking about this, about maybe, I said something about public speaking or putting yourself out there, which I was kind of getting over here, of like needing to maybe take a little bit of a risk. And, again, I wouldn't say this is some sort of crazy risk. You're not like jumping out of an airplane without a parachute, right? I feel like it's something small, but that's a little bit scary, like facing a fear. With the King of Cups, you have the King of Swords, three kings showing up in your reading here, which is interesting. So the King of Swords is a card of an expert. Sometimes I feel this, sometimes I don't, but for you, I definitely feel it. If you're dealing with any challenges that you don't have any answers to, I would definitely look for an expert. King of Swords could represent like a doctor, a lawyer, someone who knows more than you about whatever problem you're dealing with. So if you happen to be dealing with a problem, that could represent seeking out an expert. And again, gender doesn't matter. Could be male, female, whatever. With the King of Swords, it's just someone who probably knows more than you. And I always say King of Swords is an amazing card for finding an expert, because if you do have a problem, and if you don't, this isn't for you, but if you do, usually the person under the King of Swords can solve your problem very, very quickly. So and again, if you're wondering, like, who is this person? Well, I would, again, you're gonna have to look on your own. But number two, I would say trust your feelings with that King of Cups. Like, if it's a person who feels right, then that's the right person. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is carrying a burden, carrying a heavy weight. Some of you could be feeling burdens because of family. Again, cheating a little bit, I would say because of the astrology. I think pretty much everyone in the collective is feeling some sort of burden because of family. And a burden doesn't mean like, oh, my family's a burden. A burden could be maybe you have extra responsibilities that you have to take on because of your family. And again, and the other thing is you could be perfectly happy doing this. It doesn't, a burden doesn't have to be a bad thing, but it could still be a lot of weight on your shoulders. I kind of see this coming to an end. Like, if you've been carrying a lot of weight for your family, maybe like emotional weight, then I feel like you could be kind of releasing that here. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Moon. The Moon says, face your fears. Again, the Moon is a card of fears, illusions, fantasies, but nowhere on the Moon does it say stop. There's a path straight down the middle of the Moon that goes to some mountains. Mountains in the tarot represent achievements, success, achieving something. So I feel like you could be achieving something great here. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is kind of like slow progress. I actually feel pretty good about this, honestly. I feel like normally, I would say with the Knight of Pentacles that he represents no movement, but I kind of feel like you are making movement. maybe you have just been hesitating for a very long time here, Taurus, and now you're finally not hesitating. I feel like you're finally making some moves in your life. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Strength card. Strength is about, with that Page of Pentacles, I feel is like about you learning from yourself, number one. Number two, I do feel like you could be attracting a Leo into your life. I feel like you've had a Leo in your readings for a long time. You have Leo, Pisces, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo with the Wheel of Fortune. Could be any sign, but I feel for the most part, this is saying you've been learning a lot from yourself. You've been learning a lot about yourself recently. You even have that deep knowing card. It's like knowing about yourself. And that's what I feel here. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Five of Cups. Turn around for sure. Wheel of Fortune, this, he says, turn around. You will see these two cups and this bridge and this castle. He doesn't just get the two cups behind him. He gets the bridge and the castle as well, which is much more than just those three cups that he is crying about. So I do feel there's like a turnaround coming in for you here. And with the King of Pentacles, you have the Hangman. So Hangman is about gaining a new perspective. Kind of interesting because all the readings for August have been, again, very similar. Like I've said a million times before, I feel like we're kind of all being channeled to this like funnel, this point where the energy is very similar for, basically everyone. So what I would say here is that I would focus on gratitude. The thing that I would focus on is that purity card, and I would be focusing on like what you want to be doing this entire month or experiences that you want to have. And I would challenge you also to have like 10 experiences that you want to have. Like if if there are 10 things that you value in your life, and again, if you don't have money, do it as small as you possibly can. That's still going to be enough. But I feel like soaking up that energy. Nine of Cups, really good card, says make a wish, but Nine of Cups also says, do something about it, right? Go be in the energy, because then you're just going to get more. But pretty good. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.